Alrighty, so if you are now in this video, that means you have completed your Chapter 8 formula sheet for your test on Friday, so that is done. And so now what I'm going to do is get you set up with your warm-up today, which is on thatquiz.org. So I'm going to give you directions here. And with your warm-up, I would say you should spend maybe 5 to 7 minutes on it. And you're just going to review your volume of rectangular prisms and actually cubes. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go into geometry, that geometry column, and the third one down, you're going to click on geometry. So geometry, geometry, and open that up. And over on the left-hand side here, you can start with a length of 10, but you're also more than welcome to go to a length of 20 as well. And then the levels also vary. To be honest with you, if you do level 3, it's going to give you side measurements like length, width, and height that are fairly lower numbers. And then the higher you go with the levels, you will have side lengths that are higher, which is fine because you're going to use a calculator. So I'm going to leave it up to you where you want to start. If you want to start low to begin with, like maybe level 4, and then if you get through those and you still have time to work on your warm-up, you could always increase that level, okay, if it's too easy for you. Now the next part here, so if you look down below, you're going to see on the right-hand side, okay, it says perimeter, and then it says volume. You're going to go to the volume section, and you're going to put a check mark next to cube, and you are also going to put a check mark next to prism. Just those two. So on that quiz, in this section, it doesn't review with you triangular prisms, but that's okay because you'll review triangular prisms on your worksheet today. And so you'll practice the cube formula and the rectangular prism formula here. So if you look right now on my screen, what I'm showing you is the first problem I'm getting is a cube. And so your cube formula is taking a side and cubing it. Okay, so it's a square, and you know squares all have the same side lengths. And that square is now becoming three-dimensional, so it's pushing back, right? And you now have a height. And so you're going to take one of the sides, 3, and cube it, 3 cubed. So take that side, cube it, side cubed. 3 times 3 times 3. And so that would give you 27. And it automatically puts in the measurement cubed for you. So again, you can absolutely use a calculator while you do this, especially since with the cubes, you are cubing your numbers when you calculate that, okay? Now it will mix in here the rectangular prisms. So when you check mark the cube and the prism, you're going to get a variety of both. So right now, the second problem that you see is the rectangular prism. And you know your formula for that is length times width times height, right? So I know that I can take my length of 3, multiply it by my width of 2, which would give me 6, and then multiply it by the height, how tall it's getting here, of 2. So 6 times 2 would give me 12. So I have 12 centimeters cubed, or 12 cubic centimeters here on this problem. Okay, and then keep going. So just be aware of what is presented to you, if it's a cube or it's a rectangular prism, just so you recognize those. Honestly, the formulas are fairly similar to each other, really. So again, spend about 5 to 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes on this. So I will actually put that on the agenda because I forgot. So crew teachers, just make sure if you want to set a timer for them in class, 5 to 7 minutes on that. Once that warm-up is done, then you are going to receive this worksheet. And so let me just show you the front side here. And you're going to get prism problems. Now, these are going to be any 3. It could be rectangular, it could be the cubes, it could also be triangular. Now, they're all mixed in. And so again, when you're working on this today, you have to be aware of what volume formula you are using. For example, number 1, This is rectangular, right? And so my suggestion would be on your worksheet to just go ahead and put that formula down first, right? Volume equals, and you know what? I actually can use a pen on this. Volume equals length. And you know, with technology and these pens, they're not awesome. So just bear with me. Times the width, and I'm writing really big, times the height. So put the formula down first for the prism that you're doing, and then use your calculator and calculate and get your answer. Try the best that you can, please, to make sure that when you get your answer, you put the units cubed. Like in number 1, it's going to be centimeters cubed with your answer. Number 2 is also a rectangular prism. Same thing. Write the formula down, which is the same one as number 1 here. And then in your answer, when you get it, inches cubed. Number 3 is also rectangular. Now, when you jump down to number 4, then you're going to see, if I can scroll down. Nope. Hold on. There we go. Then you're going to see a triangular one. And I'm trying to get, and I'm not getting it. I'm trying to get my pointer back. There we go. Okay, number 4, triangular. So here, when you start to get to working this problem out, just keep in mind what we talked about with this formula. Because it's triangular and because you're dealing with those triangles that are parallel to each other, you have to remember that you are taking half the measurement. So I guess I'm try bringing the pen back up here again. So triangular is volume equals 1/2 times, and then we talked about, right, the base and height of the triangle. So the height of this triangle is 5. The base of this triangle is 3. Here we go. So 1/2 times the base, B, my goodness, so bad, times H times the height of the prism. Okay, so this first part's the triangle, and then the height of the prism is how deep it's going back. It's going back 12 millimeters. So this is also your height, so times 12, so times that height. Okay, and again, just be careful with triangular. Do not forget about the half part, cutting it in half. Okay, clear my screen there, go back. Here we go. So as you go to each one, like I said, I can't reiterate that enough, that you write the formula down under each problem and then you work it out, use your calculator and get those measurements in cubed when you're all set. So there is a front and the back. There's 9 problems on the front, and on the back, I want to say maybe 8 on the back side. So you're talking about 17 problems that you get to use your calculator on, you get to use the formulas on, and these are due today, okay? So you should be set for the day then. Just one last reminder, again, you're going to have a quick check on volume on Tuesday, tomorrow in Schoology, also just to make sure you're okay with volume. So have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.